A young boy decided to befriend a wary stray dog. He placed a few strawberries near the entrance of a hole and quietly hid nearby to observe. The sweet strawberries worked their charm, and the small dog cautiously carried away one berry. The boy couldn't help but smile. After the puppy finished the strawberries, the boy thought he had earned its trust, but the timid dog still refused to come out. Rather than force it, the boy turned to leave. To his surprise, the dog quietly followed him. This was exactly what the boy had planned. As he walked, he intentionally dropped strawberries along the way to guide the puppy to follow. But when he looked back, the dog hadn't caught up yet. As it turned out, this clever little dog had seen right through his scheme. After watching the boy and his sister board a bus, it quietly jumped on too. Once they got off, it followed them all the way home, but the boy didn't notice. Left outside the door, the dog wasn't deterred. It rolled a trash can over from the roadside and climbed step by step to the second floor. When the siblings spotted the dog standing at the window, they were both shocked and thrilled. They quickly opened the window and pulled it inside. Both of them fell in love with it instantly, but the pungent smell coming from the puppy was overwhelming, so they gave it a warm bath and named it Benji. They thought their happy life together was just beginning, but their mother firmly refused to adopt it. The family's financial situation simply couldn't support another pet. Despite their desperate pleas, their mother remained steadfast. Reluctantly, the boy carried Benji out the door in tears. Benji didn't want to leave. It pleaded with the boy not to abandon it. It had just found a warm home and didn't want to lose it so quickly, but the boy couldn't change his mother's mind. He hid in the stairwell and cried for a long time. That day, the siblings had just walked into a watch shop when armed robbers suddenly took them away by force. Benji happened to witness this from nearby and immediately gave chase. But the street was crowded, and Benji was quickly cut off from them. All it could do was watch helplessly as the vehicle disappeared. To rescue them, Benji ran to a vendor and stole a bag of food, then raced to the hideout of a large black dog. Using the food as bait, Benji enticed the black dog, hoping it would track the boy's scent. Once the black dog caught the scent, it immediately let its pack out. Soon, it came to a stop in front of a wooden board. The two dogs worked together to lift it and discovered a secret passage beneath the floorboards. Without hesitation, they jumped in and followed the scent to an abandoned factory. The siblings were indeed held captive there, but the entrance was guarded by a vicious watchdog. Benji stepped forward and provoked the guard dog, deliberately luring it to chase after him. It ran into the bushes, and the enraged dog chased relentlessly. But within moments, Benji tricked it into falling into a ditch and even taunted it from the side. When the vicious dog climbed out and tried to continue its attack, the black dog blocked its path. With the obstacle cleared, the black dog glanced at Benji and signaled it to go rescue the children immediately. Just then, Benji heard the boys' cries for help. The kidnappers were already taking the siblings onto a small boat. Without hesitation, Benji gave chase. At the same time, the mother and police arrived in a rush. Fortunately, in their panic, the kidnappers forgot to untie the rope. This gave Benji an opportunity. It bravely stepped onto the rope. The kidnappers wielded a spear trying to strike it, but Benji didn't back down. Just as they were about to cut the rope, Benji lunged forward and knocked him over, but was also thrown hard onto the boat in the process. In the chaos, the kidnapper accidentally fell into the water. The crisis was completely averted, but Benji lay motionless on the ground. The boy quickly pulled it onto the shore. Seeing the barely breathing puppy, their mother's face was filled with guilt and remorse. Fortunately, Benji slowly opened its eyes. After going through this life and death rescue, the mother was completely moved. She finally agreed to adopt it. From that day on, the little dog became the most loyal guardian of the family. Would you want a dog like Benji?